If you are watching this, it means that the story is coming to a close, at least the part that I was blessed to play in this world. My name is Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and I want to take this moment not just as an actor, or a familiar face on your television screen, but as a son, a friend, a father, and a man who has learned to be grateful for every step of this unpredictable, beautiful journey. When I look back at my life, the first thing I feel is gratitude. It's not the bright lights, the fame, or the applause that stays with me. It's the quiet moments. It's my mother's arms around me after a long day. It's the sound of laughter echoing through the set of The Cosby Show as we made television history without ever realizing just how many lives we were touching. It's the fans who stopped me on the street, telling me how Theo helped them feel seen, how a scene made them laugh or even gave them hope when things were hard. All of these are treasures I carry with me, forever. There's a saying my mother always whispered to me, especially on the days when rejection and disappointment threatened to snuff out the spark in my soul. She'd say, "Malcolm, this world will try to tell you who you are, but only you can decide who you'll be." My mother, Pamela, is the real hero of my story. She gave up her comfort, her time, her dreams, so that I could have mine. She worked long hours, often putting her own needs second, just to make sure I had a shot at something more. Even now, the lessons she taught me guide me through every chapter of my life. I hope that in some way, my story can show the power of a mother's love, of unwavering belief, and of sacrifice given without regret. I was just a kid when all this started. Jersey City feels like a world away now, but I remember every detail: the chipped paint on the walls, the smell of Sunday breakfast, the sound of the city outside my window. Those early days were not easy. There were days we barely had enough, days when my mom and I had to find creative ways to stretch every dollar. But there was never a day we didn't have hope. Never a day without laughter, even if it was just the two of us, sharing a joke no one else would understand. I carry those moments as a badge of honor. They taught me humility, gratitude, and the importance of staying true to myself, no matter where life took me. The world first met me as Theo Huxtable, but before I was Theo, I was just Malcolm, the kid who loved stories, who dreamed of something bigger, even when nobody around us believed it was possible. Landing that role changed everything. Suddenly, I was on television in living rooms across the country, representing a version of Black family life that had rarely been seen with such warmth, humor, and honesty. I was proud to be a part of that, and I hope I never took that responsibility lightly. To everyone who grew up with Theo, who saw a piece of themselves in his struggles and joys, thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, for letting me into your homes and your hearts. I won't pretend that fame was always easy. In fact, the higher the climb, the more difficult it can be to hold on to your sense of self. People think the world gets smaller when you're famous, but the truth is, it gets a whole lot bigger and sometimes, a whole lot lonelier. There were times when I doubted myself, wondered if I could ever be more than the character people fell in love with. There were years when work was scarce, when doors seemed to close no matter how hard I knocked. There were mistakes, heartbreaks, and sleepless nights wondering if I was living up to my potential. If you ever feel that way, lost in your own story, please know you're not alone. We are all works in progress, each and every day. What kept me going was the support of the people I loved, and the knowledge that the journey matters more than the destination. My mother's faith, the love of my friends, and later, the joy of becoming a father myself, these are the things that made every setback worth it. I hope that my daughter will grow up knowing that her father wasn't perfect, but he tried. He loved her fiercely, even if he didn't always know the right words or have the right answers. If I could leave her with anything, it's the knowledge that it's okay to stumble, to be unsure, to grow and change. What matters is that you keep showing up with love, with integrity, and with courage. Over the years, I was blessed to wear many hats: actor, director, poet, musician. Each of these roles gave me a chance to express something different, to grow in new ways. Winning a Grammy for my music was a dream I never knew I had until it came true. Performing poetry, telling stories through song, connecting with audiences in clubs and theaters, these were gifts I'll never take for granted. Art gave me freedom. It let me shed the labels and expectations, even for just a little while. I hope I inspired others to chase their own dreams, to use their voice, whatever form it takes. If there is a lesson in my life, it's this: you are not defined by your circumstances or by what others say about you. Your story is yours to write, and it's never too late to turn the page, to reinvent yourself, to start again. There were moments when I wanted to quit, when the pain and disappointment felt too heavy. But every time, I chose to get back up. Sometimes that was only possible because of the people who believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. If you have people like that in your life, hold on to them, cherish them, and never take them for granted. There were moments when I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the face staring back at me. Not because of fame or age, but because life has a way of shaping us, chiseling away the rough edges, leaving scars where we once thought we were invincible. But I learned that every scar tells a story. Every disappointment becomes a lesson. Every moment of joy, no matter how fleeting, is worth holding on to. If you can find gratitude in the everyday, if you can laugh through the pain, you will always find your way home. To my fans, those who have supported me from the very beginning, and those who found me somewhere along the way, thank you. Your letters, your stories, your kindness kept me going on days when I wanted to disappear. You showed me that art can change lives, that a single role on a television show can spark hope and healing in places I'll never even know. For every person who said, "Theo helped me get through," please know that you helped me get through, too. To the artists, the dreamers, the kids staring out their window at night wondering if anyone will ever understand them, please keep going. The world needs your voice, your art, your courage. It won't always be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, when rejection stings and hope feels far away. But remember this, every great story has chapters of doubt and darkness. What matters is that you keep turning the page, that you keep reaching for the light. To my friends and family, especially my mother, Pamela, and my daughter, you are the reason I am the man I am today. I am so grateful for your love, your patience, and your forgiveness. I made mistakes, I fell short, but I always tried to come back to the lessons you taught me, to love deeply, to give generously, to forgive quickly, and to never lose sight of what really matters. As my time on this earth comes to a close, I find peace in knowing that love is what endures. Not the awards, not the roles, not the applause. Love is what we carry with us and what we leave behind. If I have made anyone feel seen, heard, or loved even for a moment, then my journey was worth it. Please don't remember me just as Theo, or as an actor on your screen. Remember me as someone who tried to bring joy, to offer comfort, to inspire hope. Remember me as someone who believed in the power of family, of friendship, of new beginnings. Remember me for the stories I told, both real and imagined, and for the heart I tried to put into everything I did. If you find yourself missing me, watch an old episode, listen to a song, or share a laugh with someone you love. That is how I would want to be remembered, not with tears, but with gratitude and with hope. Life is fragile, and tomorrow is never promised, so love each other fiercely, forgive often, and don't waste a moment holding back your light. Thank you for everything. For the chance to dream, to fall, to get back up, and to live a life fuller and richer than I ever could have imagined. My final message is simple: cherish every moment, tell your story, and never forget that you matter. Your journey is just as important as anyone else's. Hold on to the people who love you, keep searching for your purpose, and never stop believing that you can make a difference. This isn't goodbye, it's just the next chapter. My story goes on in the memories we've made, in the laughter we've shared, and in the love that will always remain. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. I will see you in the stories yet to be told, in the dreams you dare to chase, and in every act of kindness that lights up the world. Stay strong. Stay true. And always, always, lead with love.